Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Diane and I'm super duper happy to have you here with me today. So, as the song goes, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the dingy dongity bell and join my dingy dongity bell team. I just watched Pitch Perfect and Fat Amy, she's like going on and on forever. Freaking hilarious. Anyway, that was my whole rendition of the same thing. Didn't do a good job. So today we're going to talk about new rules on YouTube. The kid rules. YouTube changed so that I don't have any kid content. Even though I do some snack unboxings, it's always done with adults and it's not geared towards children, like little children, under 13 age children. It's not, it's geared towards older teens and adults, right? None of my videos, that's why we don't watch what we say, because I know that children don't watch my videos. They just don't. Even those type. But they've really cut down. There was a law made in the United States, but it affects everyone who uses YouTube, no matter where in the world you live, as far as YouTube goes. Now, in the United States, I think if you're an American, this can affect you as well another way. And what they did is they realized that predators were having easy access to children, both the children watching the videos and the children in the videos. Because I hate to say this, but I've seen videos where this one video, this guy had a tree and he put those things that burst, cherry bombs, filled the whole thing, like there was like at least 100 of them, at least 100. Gave his kid a freaking match and had him light the freaking things, and they laughed and danced while they blew up. Kid was around 4 years old. I sat there and I thought, are you kidding? Now, when that happened, I realized that YouTube needed to make better rules. Maybe they took that video down, but nevertheless, they needed to make better rules because it literally wasn't a rule. So part of what they enacted, I'm happy about. Part of what they enacted seems a little extreme to me and difficult. Now, I don't make child content, so I just need to make sure that I put on mine that they're not child related. And I'm okay, I think, because I don't have anything child related. But if I did, I would have to say that it is child related. There would be no comments allowed. There would be no interaction. I don't know if you can't share it. You can't put it in a playlist. You can't save it, you can't download it. And what that is they're protecting children, because we need to do that. And I know that's unfortunate and it's sad that we need to do that. And yes, parents are like, well, I should be able to monitor my kids. It's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Are you telling me that you know every single time that your 8-year-old's going on the internet what they're actually watching? Can you honestly say that you do? Because I can honestly say that I do not. My kids are older. But even when they were younger, I caught them doing all kinds of crap that they shouldn't have been looking at. Like, seriously. Kids will be curious. Kids will look. Kids will become vulnerable. I'm sorry, but it is true. I told a story in one of my videos, and I'm going to tell it again. And that's why they're enacting this rule. My daughter went into one of those chat rooms. And I'm sorry, I love you. I could have said my cousin, niece, whatever. It doesn't matter. I think this is a lesson to share. I told her that I've shared it, so it's out there. And she was a little girl. She was, I think, 10 or 11. Like, she was little, like, young girl. My daughter was so insecure and so vulnerable, and she was teased at school. You know, like the bullied kid. She was the bullied kid of everybody. She was the bullied kid. Of all my kids, she was the only one that was bullied. She was bullied bad. So you've got this child who's 10 or 11, insecure, vulnerable. So she was in a chat room and somebody started chatting her up, and he sent her a picture of this really cute 13-year-old boy. And this is what she told us later. She's like, he was so cute, and he told me I was beautiful every day, and he was so sweet to me. And you know, if you look back on their conversations, because she didn't know to erase them, he was grooming her. I mean, it was so obvious to me. My husband found these conversations and he freaked out because of what happened. Eventually, he told my daughter that he wanted her to show her breasts. My daughter did. She did. And my husband seen that, freaked out. Then we're like, well, what do we do? Because I don't want to scare her. I don't want to shame her. I don't want her to feel more of a victim. But somehow I need to get this across how bad it is. So I went to her doctor and I asked him how to approach it, you know, what would be the right way. Because she's going to be hurt no matter what we did. But it was, oh. So we just basically did the, you know, somebody was a predator. They were after her. It was likely it was an adult taking advantage of her. And, you know, you can never do that because the pictures will stay out there forever. And these people are not nice people that hurt children. You know, we totally, he was the evil one. He was the guilty party. He was all of those things. She, he, I don't know who. We don't know. And it stopped. And she was very careful after that. Very careful, actually. That is why YouTube is making rules. Do you guys understand? You understand that? Like, it makes sense to me. We need to protect the kids. Now, they have gone extreme because what happened is, now, as a YouTuber, I need to put on each video, is it for children? Meaning, are children going to watch it? Is it like little stories for kids, songs for kids, games for kids, anything for kids? I have to say that it is because it's a legal thing. I have no choice. Well, I do have a choice. I can choose not to and then get fined. And it's so broad. Like, what do they mean? Because kids eat snacks. Do I need to do it on my snack videos? I sing at the beginning of my YouTube videos a quirky little song. Are kids going to want to watch me just for that song? Like it's just ridiculous. They didn't frame it in the right way so that we know exactly what we need to do. They made it so broad that it's going to be easy to be suing everybody because we don't know which ones should be kid-friendly, which ones shouldn't be kid-friendly because they made it such a broad, you know, open kind of explanation. So that's what YouTube needs to do. They need to bring it in a little bit, get very specific on which videos we need to do that. Because yes, I want to protect children. That is a priority. And I know some people are out there, blah, blah, blah. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't love it. It's not done properly. But I do like protecting children. So, you know, I'm a mother of 5. And I raised my kids a lot by myself, being a military wife. So I know you can't watch your kids all the time. I know they're vulnerable. We watched my kids. Our computer was freaking right there. But somehow, some way, she found the ability to talk to this person. You know, maybe a couple times a week, I think. Short, brief, 5-minute little things here and there. Or 1 minute, you know. Just brief little things here and there. And it took about a year, but he was able to eventually get what he wanted out of her. Now it was going further than that. I want to see the bottom stuff. And we knew that he was going to eventually lure her away. You know, it's tragic. And too many children are victims. And as parents, we can only protect them so much. Because it's so easy for them to access so many things now, phones. It's just so easy. We can lock them out with parental controls, and guess what? They know how to get around those. They do. Trust me. You know, it's like they are smart. So YouTube has the right idea. They're just not enacting it properly. So I'm going to tell YouTube that I agree that I personally don't think any children under the age of 10, 13, teenager, anything under 13 probably shouldn't be on YouTube anyway, unless they have a YouTube children's channel, children's section, not channel. So if they have YouTube and then YouTube Kids, where you can't do comments, it's only all the people who have kids in videos, kid-related videos should be on a kids YouTube. That's my opinion. YouTube, do you hear me? Kids YouTube. If you're under 13, you have to put your videos on kid YouTube if you have anybody under 13, or if it's children's content. It should be a totally separate thing so they can monitor it. Right? And then we just have to say that ours doesn't contain kid content. I think that to me, and then people can report anybody who they see has a little child in their videos. I'm not talking the kid walking through the back of the video. I'm talking in the video participating. If you do, and it can be one video in the kids section, but anything to do with kids should have its own thing, and they should have people policing that one specific, you know, like I said, like they have Disney kids, and then they have more adult Disney. They should have two separate things so that people on the normal YouTube are not as affected by the rules that they need to put in place to protect children. We won't be affected hardly at all as long as we follow, you know, don't put children in your videos rule. Because over 13, then it gets, these are older, they're less likely to be victims. Their parents aren't taking advantage of them, really. You can tell. They're not as easily manipulated or whatever, or they can do 18, I don't care. It is what it is. I think that would be fine too. Anything under 18, kid related, has to be on its own kid YouTube. There you go, kid YouTube. That's what I think, kid YouTube. Adult kid. Then we can do our videos our way. Nobody needs to worry about it. Nobody needs to demonetize. Nobody needs to worry about all that crap. See what I'm saying? And in the kid YouTube, there's no comments allowed. There's no sharing allowed. There's no putting it in playlists allowed. You know, like it's pretty... They don't have to ask every single person if they have kids or whatever. Every single one will be geared towards kids or have kids in it. Solution! There you go. There you go. Do it. It's a good idea. It's a really good idea, actually. I understand that it would be a lot of work to separate them out, but it's a good idea. If you're going to go and make all these rules, then you need to have a solution that is viable for all. And to me, separating out the children content is the only viable option at this point. So there you go. That's my opinion. I know some people are going to disagree and hate on me, and that's fine. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. That's the beauty of it all, right? But I don't agree with what YouTube did. I think it's too restrictive and confusing and unfair to people like me and any other person who puts out videos and they are for adults, and then if they see maybe they're borderline, then it's complicated. They needed to make it easier because yes, we do need to protect children, and they weren't doing a good job of it, but needs to improve, dudes, because that is not fair at all. But it's a good idea. So, you know, like I'm on the fence kind of. I love it and I hate it. So there you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, even though I'm opinionated. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the dingity-dongity bell, join my team, so we can converse some more about things that we love, things that we hate, things that need to change, things that need to get better, things that need to get worse, things that we don't like, things that we like. You know what I mean? So until next time, bye.